Hey YouTube, it's Stewart here from the Passive Income and Waste YouTube channel. Now I've had a lot of requests for this video, and today I'm going to be looking at ways of trying to help you get out of tier 10 of merch by Amazon. So, what are my top 5 tips to get out of tier 10? Well, sit back, relax, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Hey YouTube, just a quick introduction to the channel, particularly for those of you who are new. I'm Stuart, married to my wife Emily, with our beautiful baby daughter Mia, and this channel is set up to offer tips and tricks on generating money through passive income, in particular print on demand. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then please hit that subscribe button below, and a big thank you to those who already have. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and for any comments, look to come back to you ASAP. In the meantime, let's get into it. Hey YouTube, so here we are loaded up on the computer. And what I'm going to show you today is my top 5 best ways for you to get out of merch by Amazon tier 10. Now tier 10, it is a grind. It will take the majority of us time to get out of it. Go into it with your eyes open. It's not going to be a quick fix, apart from if you're one of the lucky ones. Most of us, you're going to have to grind it out. And something to always bear in mind is get those 10 slots filled as quick as you can. Recycle your designs if they're not selling. So for 2 to 3 months you haven't made any sales, swap them out with a new design, and also put it on as many products as you can. Okay, my top 5 ideas to help you get out of tier 10. And the first one is to sell into trends instead of evergreens. So what I've done here is I've loaded up an example of a trend for the .com marketplace. So that's where I put majority of my sales to begin with, in .com instead of .co.uk or Germany or France or wherever, because .com has got the biggest marketplace and therefore more likely to get sales. So this is an example of a trend. A trend is something which is around something that's happening in the world at a given time. So for example, at this point the gas prices have gone up and people are blaming Biden. So this is a trend where it is catching fire and people are buying shirts because their gas prices have gone up. This is a trend. An evergreen will be something which is just like well, I'll show you an example of one after, to do with fishing. So fishing would be an evergreen, whereas something like this, where the gas prices are going up due to what's going on in the world, this is a trend. So selling to trends, you're more likely to get sales quicker than you're on an evergreen. And evergreens are fantastic, particularly when you're established. You'll make regular sales, but they won't be particularly frequent. Whereas if you can get good in on a trend, you'll get frequent sales. So this is an example of a trend. As I said, this is to do with gas prices. There's different versions of that. You've got gas prices, I did that. Gas prices higher than Hunter Biden. Who's jumping prices, and you've got a breakdown and stuff like that. So you've got some very nice designs, and at the same time some nice BSR. So you've got 378,000. A bit further down, we've got 296,000. 261,000 and so on. So this is idea number 1, getting on the trends. If you can get a trend, get lucky, get a design that will start selling, you'll smash tier 10. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, and that is to price at 1307. So what I've done here is I've loaded up the term fishing. Very generic, like I said in my previous point, this is an evergreen. So I've loaded up fishing, and what I've done is if you click here, you can sort by price, low to high, high to low, average customer rating, and the newest arrivals. If you go for low to high, so you're pricing at $13.07, you will then fall into the category of the cheapest price. You can't go any lower than 1307. 1307 is the lowest. But if you have a customer comes on and changes their default search to lowest price, you're more likely to get your design seen. Also, people want to pay less money. So if you've got a very good design and somebody else has got a very good design and they like them equally, but theirs is cheaper than yours, more than likely they're going to go for the cheaper one. So price at 1307, sacrifice your profits for the time being. This is a long-term business plan. You need to be thinking long-term. Forget your profits for now. Start making profits in higher tiers. For me, I didn't really start making profits until I hit tier 500. Before then, I just wanted to get tiered up as quick as I can. So I priced everything at 1307. And then on the odd occasion when something started to sell really well and got reviews, then I did put higher prices on. But set your price at 1307. You're more likely to get found easier and more likely to make a sale. So So that's point number 2. Point number 3, use Redbubble. Redbubble. So what I've done here is I have searched fishing, and that has come up with 345,677 results. But if you use Redbubble and their suggested search, you will be able to get this number narrowed down very quickly. So fishing has brought up suggested search for lots of different things. And if I, for example, click on fly fishing, so remember that number 345,677, click on that, and then that is brought in 26,536. So we've knocked off nearly 325,000. But then you can take it even further. So instead of fly fishing, go for ice fishing. What does that take it down to? 5,719. And then you've got lots of other different suggested stuff. So you could have, I don't know, we'll try fishing hook. This might go up. It has gone up, so that's 14,757. But then it goes on to give you other different suggestions. So you could try gone fishing, see what that comes with. That's gone 4,956. So use Redbubble, use their suggested searches to take an idea of fishing, narrow it down until you can get something which is low competition, and then get that uploaded. So you've got a massive, massive market like fishing, but you can narrow it down so you've got low competition, and you might be lucky enough to find a trending low competition, and that's what we want to do. So that's point number 3. Point number 4 is to do with both your keywords and your ideas for different niches. So I've just gone onto a Theosaurus website, theosaurus.com, and I will pop in fishing. So to get your designs found, you need to get keywords. You got to get your keywords in your descriptions. Very, very important. If you don't get the keywords, people won't be searching for it. They won't find your design. You can have the best design in the world at the cheapest price. People can't find it. They won't buy it. So make sure you get keywords. So you don't just want to put fishing. You want to use other words to go with fishing as well that people might be searching for. You can also get that from Redbubble, like we were just looking at. So for example, ice fishing or trout or fishing hook or whatever. But if you go onto theosaurus.com, search for fishing, and let's see what this comes back with. Okay, so we got ideas. We got fly fishing, trawling, freshwater fishing, piscari. So you got different stuff like that. You can then click on these and see what this comes back with. So piscari, you got freshwater fishing again. Click on different ones and then just take them down and see what you can find. Use a thesaurus or use Redbubble like we were just doing in the last slide to try and find ways of expanding your keywords. So for gone fishing now, you've got fishing boats, fishing gear, fishing quote, funny fisherman, best fisherman. Let's go on best fisherman, see what that comes back with. You got four fishermen, the happy fisherman. Use these keywords and different things for fishermen. So if we go back to fish and then see what comes back in the suggested. So angler, for example. So when you're writing your description for fish, and hopefully you found a trending fish, use different ways that people are going to search for fish. So they might well search for angler, they might search for angling, they might search for reel, they might search for fresh water, and so on and so on and so on. You need to get your designs found, and by doing that you have to get good keywords. So do your keyword research, use Redbubble, use a thesaurus, fantastic free websites out there that you can use. And this will bring me up onto point number 5. I didn't do this, I wasn't a fan of doing this, but lots and lots and lots of people do it, and they suggest that you do it, and that's to buy your own designs. So you're allowed to buy your own designs. So you're on tier 10, set your price to $13.07, buy your 10 designs. The only thing you got to be mindful of is the marketplace. So if, like me, you live in the UK, I won't be able to buy an American design because that's not my marketplace. I'd need to put it to a .co.uk marketplace so I can buy it. So it's the only thing to be mindful of.
Lots of people suggest it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted my designs to be good enough. I wanted to know that I was going to be able to do something with this. So I chose not to do it, and I wanted to see if I could do it. It took me longer, but I did get to my tier 10. I did get to my 10 sales, and I got out of tier 10, and that was the main thing. So that's your 5 ideas. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it was an interest. Hopefully it's going to give you some ideas to get out of that dreaded tier 10. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.